Hello and welcome to this week's Candlelit Wind Down Restorative Yoga class. Tonight's class is for when you're feeling stiff, if you've been sitting most of the day and you need to move and loosen things up. We'll also focus on jaw and neck. I have a bit of a headache tonight, so that's an area that I personally need some attention to. And as far as props, I recommend blocks and a blanket. We'll probably do some supported poses over the block. Once you're ready, we'll start today. Come to a mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet about hip width distance apart, toes pointed forward. Tuck your tailbone, relieving some of that collapsing in the low back. Inhale your spine tall like you're standing proud. And shoulders down the back, head over shoulders. Open your hands at your side for releasing. Releasing tension, overwhelm, frustration, anything that has been kind of bogging you down throughout the day. Let it go. Inhale, arms go up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the knees as you hinge forward. Shake the head yes. And turn your head no. Let's hang here for a bit. You can bring it into a ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows, and straighten or bend your legs as much as you need tonight. Inhale to upper back. Exhale, sigh it out. Feel gravity decompress your spine. Letting all the burden of everything that you maybe hoped to get done today but didn't, let it fall off your shoulders. Set that down for this class and hopefully for the rest of the night. You can pick it up tomorrow. One more breath. Release elbows if you're in ragdoll. Weight in the heels. Come back up to standing. Standing neck circles. Arms at your side. Drop ear to right shoulder. And then exhale, draw a U shape across your chest. Checking in here with the first couple half circles, noticing where it feels tight in your neck, top of your shoulders or jaw. Anywhere that feels especially tight, hold for 3 breaths. Relax the jaw, lower jaw away from upper teeth. Circle up towards the ceiling, which is a half circle or fold. Feeling the stretch in the underside of the neck. Weight in the heels, tuck the elbows. Feel for lifting your heart towards the ceiling. And then let your chin rock across the chest, stretching into the back of the neck. You can always bring one hand to the top of your head to provide a little extra downward pressure. It's great for getting into the occipital muscles where your neck meets your skull. Softening around the lips and the eyes. Be gentle as you come out of these positions. And over ear, opposite side. Forward fold once more, neck release. If your hair is in a ponytail, loosen it or move it up. Interlock hands at the base of the skull. Bend the knees a little or a lot. Inhale to upper back. Exhale, relax shoulders and upper arms. Feel the downward traction against your head. Tuck chin slightly towards chest to deepen. And breathe. This is especially good if you have a headache. Tension headache caused by tightening in the back of the neck. Release hands. Forward fold, spinal twist. Bring hands onto a block. Right hand on the block under the center of your chest. Inhale. Twist the left arm. You can bend the leg of the arm that's reaching up or keep them both straight. And relax your head down. Breathe into back. Exhale, switch hands, left hand on the block, bend right knee and twist to the right. Relax left shoulder out of ear and relax the top of your head down. And now let's bring that into movement. Inhale, left arm twist. Exhale, switch hands. Inhale, right. Inhale, left reaches up. Exhale, right. Take a couple breaths just folding over. Nod your head yes. You can say yes to letting go of things that stress you out. You can say yes to taking time for yourself. Hands to the ground, walk them forward, and then walk the feet back, coming into down dog. Down dog. Explore pressing hips back or letting your chest come a bit forward, feeling the difference in the shoulders as you change your chest angle, in the hips, checking in, maybe for the first time today. And then let's pedal it out. My favorite part of down dog. Bending one knee and then the other, really getting into the calves, the Achilles. Press a little more into fingertips to release pressure off your wrist. And slightly pull shoulder blades down, pulling shoulders away from ears. three-legged dog. Inhale your right leg up. Bend the leg, rotating the knee around, getting movement into the hips. Kicking the leg, whatever feels good. If we've been sitting today, just enjoy some free-form movement. And then square off the legs, come down to down dog, lower to your knees. If you're on hard floor, put some padding under the knees. Step forward to a low lunge. Right foot steps forward. You can keep one hand on either side of the foot. You can bring hands on blocks, whatever height feels good, or hands on the knee for the highest version. Feel free to explore. You don't always have to go with what you've done before. Inhale, feel for telescoping your ribs up from the hips. And then exhale, sink front of left hip forward towards your right ankle. Two more breaths, relaxed face. Walk your hands or hands on the blocks to the left, coming to the center of the room, and swivel your left ankle straight behind, coming into gate pose. Extend the right leg straight out, one block on the left. Inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale, option to reach overhead. This is a opener for the entire right side of the body. You decide which angle feels best for the block. Maybe you don't even need a block. Relax the head down, loose neck. Feel for pressing down with the right hip and breathing space into your ribs. Relax the right hand down, hands come to the front. Slow side lunge, sinking your weight back onto your heel, pointing the right toes up. Option to keep hands on the floor. This is a stretch for the inner thighs, or you might bring hands to fingertips or hands to heart. Point your tailbone down, lengthen the low back, and breathe into right inner thigh. Wide leg forward fold. Shift weight to center, hips go up, hands walk to the middle, squaring off your feet. Stretch the crown of your head forward, long spine. And then exhale, bend your head down. And always bring hands to a block, or just let everything hang. Skandasana, low side lunge on the opposite side. Hands walk to the right. Right heel can lift up as you sit on top of it, and the left toes point up. Breathe through the intensity of this inner thigh stretch. Let's audibly sigh out. Inhale. Exhale. Release the jaw circles. Low lunge on the opposite side, so lifting up, turning the toes towards the short end of the mat. This time your left knee is down. You can grab your blocks if you've used them before. Tucking your tailbone under, keeping bottom ribs knitted down so we're not overarching. Find your best angle and support on this side. And I actually feel like I'm stretching the same side, so if that feels the same for you, go ahead and switch legs. You should feel the difference in your front hip flexor. I believe the right leg is back this time. One more breath. Nice job. Setting blocks off to the side. Come back to all fours. Snake your spine side to side. Giant circles with your hips. Dropping and arching your upper back. Getting silly with it. Down dog. Curl the toes under. Lift hips up. Inhale. Exhale. Feel for pressing heels towards the ground. They don't have to touch. It's just that intent. Three-legged dog. Left ankle lifts up. Option to bend the knee. Kick out the leg. Rotate. Whatever you'd like. And then lowering that foot down. Come down to the knees. Child's pose, knees go wide, hips sink back. Reach your arms as far forward as they can go. Inhale. Exhale. Melt heart. Let your face muscles be loose, softening between your eyebrows, right where it's pressed into the floor. Cobra. Lean forward, bringing the knees under, resting on your belly. Reach the legs back long. It helps uncrunch the low back. And hands under shoulders or a little further forward, whatever you're comfortable with. Actually, let's bring to Sphinx pose, warming up the back, so just pressing up onto our elbows. Feel the front of your pelvis press into the floor. This is a great stretch for the abs, upper abs. And then let's come back up to all fours and come to sit. Butterfly pose. Feet together, knees wide. You decide how close to your pelvis your feet are. Closer in, more intense stretch. And you can also bring blocks or pillows under the knees for support. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, hinge forward as if you're going to shine a flashlight from your heart past your toes rather than down over the toes. Soften the face and breathe. Low back variation. You can grab a block, extending your arms straight out in front of you or hands on the floor. And this should still feel the stretch in the inner thighs, but more in the low back. Walk your hands back, spinal twist. Extend the left leg, cross the right leg over top. Your right hand walks behind you and left arm reaches up, and then back of the arm against the right leg. That may allow you to walk your hand back a bit more. Relax shoulders. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale. See if you can twist from your bottom ribs rather than pushing your arms against your legs. One more deep breath. And unwind. Switching sides. Cross left leg over top, left hand behind you. Relax your extended leg, and then inhale tall. Exhale, twist. You have a lot of tension in your upper back. This should feel nice to bring a little rotation. Helps flush the synovial spinal fluid, lubricating your vertebrae. And unwind. Coming onto your back, grab a strap. Let's do some hamstring stretches. Bring the center of the strap and loop it around the arch of your right foot. You can keep your left foot on the floor or extend that leg long, whatever feels better for your low back. Relax shoulder blades and back of the head into the mat. And here, just begin to pull downward on your foot, feeling the stretch in the calf. And then pull the foot towards your forehead, bringing the stretch more into the hamstring, the back of the thigh. Release that foot, recline spinal twist. Extend your left leg. You can lower the right knee onto a pillow or a block. And relax your toes to the floor. Option to extend your right arm behind you for a bit of a chest opener and more spinal twist. Feel the stretch in your top hip and glutes, and down the IT band from outer hip to outer knee. If any thoughts of your never-ending to-do lists are coming up, send your awareness inward, focusing on a certain muscle, trying to get your breath. into that muscle. You have done so well making it here to your mat, making time for yourself. Hamstring stretch on the left side, roll onto your back. Strap over the center of the left foot. You want the sides of the strap to be long enough that your upper back can stay rooted on the ground and it's not pulling you up. Inhale, reach your left ankle towards the ceiling. Soften jaw. Pull leg towards forehead. Release the left leg. You can set your strap to the side. Recline twist. Right hand on the outside of left knee. You roll over, resting that knee on a block, a pillow, or maybe the ground. Extend left arm behind you. Let your toe and ankle dangle towards the ground. Roll onto your back. Let's take a short, happy baby. You can grab the outside behind the knees or outer edges of the soles of your feet and pull the feet back towards your head. Knees out to the side like the top of the knee is going to stamp the ground. Feel the release for your low back. And if you've had a kind of stressful or tough day, or even if you haven't, I like to roll and rock side to side, because we just don't really do silly things or play enough in our days. And then take any final stretch if your legs tend to get restless or somewhere still feels a bit tight. And come into your Savasana, your final resting pose, corpse pose when you're ready. Option to do supported fish. If your chest has been feeling a little caved in or you've been slouching a lot, to do supported fish, you'll bring your blocks to form a T. And if your blocks are hard or your spine is especially sensitive, you can lay a blanket over top. So the lower block will go between the shoulder blades. And the other block is for your head. It is less intense if you keep your knees bent. Your arms open to the side. And as you inhale, feel your sternum lifting up towards the ceiling. If you want more, you can change the height of the second block, so your neck will get an opening as well. Opening the hands, uncurling fingers, reconnecting to our intent of releasing, letting go. Let go of slouching and making yourself smaller. breathe lots of space into the front of your heart. You deserve to rest, to reset. You are welcome to stay here as long as your schedule allows. If you're ready to end tonight's 30-minute class, you can slowly peel up from the ground or off the blocks. Bow our heads in gratitude. Thank you for practicing letting go, for making time for yourself and joining me wherever you are and whatever time you practiced. May there be peace in your thoughts, kindness in your heart, and peace in your words. Namaste.